All right, so we got a few good stories going down here in the world of sneakers I want to get into, which includes an Adidas Yeezy update. Now, just sometime last week, we got the good news that Adidas does plan on selling off that remaining Yeezy inventory. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we now have a very concerning update, so stay tuned for that. But first and foremost, I want to get into today's marquee sneaker release, which actually comes from Nike. So they dropped the new Kobe 8 Protro collection, which included the Radiant Emerald as well as Court Purple colorways, respectively. Both of these pairs feature the numbers 2, 8, and 24 sprinkled throughout the upper, representative of Kobe and Gigi Bryant's basketball numbers. Now, I'm not even gonna lie, when we first saw the initial images of these, it feels like most people were saying that this is like one of the ugliest Kobe releases that we've seen of all time, but it doesn't matter because as y'all already expected, these joints sold out super fast. And I believe the Radiant Emerald pair was actually a little more limited, so just curious to know if any of you guys had success on today's sneakers app draw. Personally, I didn't participate. I wasn't a fan when they were originally dropping Kobe's or these Protro models, so I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon now, and I wasn't looking to grab a pair to resell or whatever and profit off this legend's passing. But I'm not mad. We got more Kobe's hitting the streets. This will be the first of many releases we see this year from the Black Mamba and Nike. And keeping the conversation on basketball sneakers, it looks like Adidas Basketball, they have rewarded some of their HBCU partners with their own player edition of some of their various current Adidas signature models, all featuring a gold and purple colorway. So first up, we got Prairie View A&M University. They received the Harden Volume 8. Now, you guys already know how I feel about this sneaker. I'm actually kind of working on a detailed review on these, so smash the like button if you're ready for that. I'm loving this futuristic take on James Harden's signature model. Next up, we got Grambling State University. They got the Don Issue 5, which is the signature sneaker for Donovan Mitchell of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then we got Alcorn State University. They got the Trey 3, obviously for Trae Young from the Atlanta Hawks. Alabama State University, they received the Dame EXTPLY, which is a representative of Dame Lillard, who could have been on the Heat, but of course took his talents over to the Milwaukee Bucks. And then we got the AE1, gifted to you of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Now, you guys already know how I feel about the AE1. I feel like when it comes to the Harden 8 and the AE1, they're like neck and neck for my favorite Adidas basketball models so far. All the other pairs, I could really care less about, but I feel like these two pairs are definitely special. So let me know what you guys think about these player exclusive models. And I gotta say, this may be a hot take, but when I put these Adidas basketball models neck to neck with these Nike current basketball models, I gotta say Adidas basketball is taking the cake. I feel like these sneakers are a lot more wearable off the court, and for that reason alone, I gotta give Adidas basketball the edge over Nike basketball. Let me know what y'all think down below. And of course, it's a big moment for Ye fans because we're right in the midst of him dropping his big return comeback LP Vultures. We got the album listening event going down tonight in Chicago. So if you're excited for that joint, smash the like button down below. Now, in the midst of all of this going down, all the chaos, we got a very concerning Adidas Yeezy update. It looks like we haven't officially reached a conclusion, which I thought this whole thing was over, as we got the big confirmation from Adidas sometime last week that they have decided to sell off the remaining Yeezy inventory to sneakerheads. At one point, there was some debate. At the end of last year, they put a pause on the releases, so they were contemplating actually destroying and writing off that remaining inventory, but it looks like they are apparently doing what's right and dropping those pairs to the public. Now, when we first got that good word, I was super excited. I was thinking things were gonna go back to the old days, but at the same time, it was also a bittersweet moment because I'm thinking like, yo, this is the end of it all. This is the end of all of these countless Yeezy classics, from the slides to the foam runners to the 350s to the 700, you name it. All these classic Yeezy styles that so many sneakerheads love and adore. This would be the final release. So I was also thinking about what pairs we could see drop. We saw several pairs which have leaked previously, but I was also thinking, maybe Adidas had a few surprises up their sleeves as well. So while everybody's waiting to figure out exactly which pairs are dropping and how Adidas would release these pairs, would they drop them via the Confirmed app, or would they do a little combination of dropping them through their retail partners as well, just like we saw that last Yeezy drop go down in August. So still a lot of questions concerning the release, but it looks like we have also some bad news as well. So somebody from Adidas actually reached out to me, which they're gonna remain nameless at this time. This is somebody that's given me information in the past. Well, they told me that currently Adidas is going to be dropping Yeezys available to employees at a 50% discount. So this really doesn't seem like any big news, right? This is just a cool way for Adidas to reward employees. But if you recall, back when we got that official press release, when Adidas said they would be releasing the remaining pairs, they said at cost, which led a lot of questions. A lot of people were thinking maybe they would drop these pairs with a discount. I looked at it as just business jargon. I figured, they would be selling them at cost to their retail partners. I didn't think we were gonna get Yeezy releases at discount, but with this new update, I'm now very worried about this final Yeezy drop, because if Adidas is releasing these pairs at discount, 50% off to employees, is that what they actually meant by releasing pairs at cost and not profiting off this release? I feel like this is real bad, because if that's the case, we may not get an official Yeezy release. So forget confirmed, forget them dropping pairs in retail stores. We may not see a Yeezy release to the public at all. So of course, we'll have to wait and see how this whole thing goes, of course, but to me, this is a very, very concerning update. But at least now we haven't seen really any of these unreleased pairs flooding the market. Of course, there was that little sale over in China where we saw some unreleased pairs, but so far I haven't seen a huge stock of like these unreleased Yeezy slides, the salt pairs, the dark onyx. I haven't seen a lot of those on the market, as well as those 500s with the gum bottom, or those 500 high combat boots, the sand colorway. So that's a good sign. It looks like Adidas hasn't actually dropped that last release to the public just yet. So I'm just concerned that, we won't actually see an actual retail release, and that Adidas may just actually reserve all of these pairs for employees. So if that's how this goes down and we don't get an official release, this may be the most disappointing sneaker news of 2024. And I feel like if Adidas does it like this, if they decide to release the Yeezy, the final Yeezy release to employees only, I feel like they're not only gonna make their stock decrease here in the sneaker world, but I feel like this is an act that maybe many sneakerheads, this will be the last straw, and they may actually not buy any more Adidas products. But at the end of the day, who knows how serious people take things. And also, if they do drop them at 50% off to employees, hey, maybe we'll still see a lot of these pairs hitting the secondary market on discount. So there's still a lot of questions, but I just wanted to share this update with y'all because I found it very concerning and confusing at the same time. So we'll see how the whole situation plays out. I wouldn't get too down on this right now because, of course, we got a huge LP listening event going down tonight. So let me know if any of you guys are attending the Chicago show. We're still getting word if they're gonna do a live stream for the event, but just as we've seen for every Ye release, like since Donda, he's pretty much done a live stream. We even got the Vegas joint, the Miami joint had a live stream as well. So I wouldn't doubt that we're gonna get a live stream tonight. So I can't wait to hear the project and its finishing touches, man. It's gonna be a movie. And then of course, tomorrow night, we got the New York joint going down. So I really feel like Vultures is gonna drop this time. Let me know if you guys feel like the album will drop, or if Ye will put another Yandhi on us and just like delay the whole release or cancel it. Let me know down below. So just wanted to check in with you guys for a few quick sneaker updates. Let me know if you guys had success on those Kobe's today, if you're rocking with any of these Adidas basketball sneakers, and how do you feel about this interesting Adidas Yeezy update? Salute to everybody for tuning in. I'm J.A. Make sure you guys stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all. Love.